Hey YouTube, CozyJV here. Sit back, relax, grab a nice cold Dr. Pepper, and get cozy with me. Today we are sitting here with a game called Coal LLC. It's actually a lot of fun. They had a brand new update come out. It's not necessarily a cozy game, but it's a lot of fun, so let's get to it. So basically, with this new update, they unlocked a lot of new stuff, as you can see. I've beaten every one except for the axe mode and the fire starter. The little trophies are what are show that you beat it. The big trophy like this means you beat it, the true ending, if you will. We're going to start with the fire starter since it's the new one, and we're going to go on funnel, and we're going to get to it. Now, a little tip of advice with this version is you got to make sure you have a path to get back out, which I already screwed up a little bit. Let's see if I can salvage this. Didn't mean to hit that guy. He kind of just explains to you what the whole point of the game is. And yeah, we're just going to kind of flamethrower everything we can while also not affecting our staircase. As you can see with the flamethrower, if you have played this game before, the flamethrower is quite a bit more devastating to the surroundings. So you're able to go through and get pretty high numbers right off the bat. Now let's see, I would like to get at least, oh, got two things. That's what I was going for. I'm not going to make it back with this. No. Oh well. But like I said, you get a lot farther in this version than you do with just your little axe. So first things first, sell this. Let's go ahead and buy the iron. Buy as many of these as I can, or a full stack of 32. I can only get 30. And now we can go wild and crazy with it. This flamethrower is a lot stronger, as you can tell. Now, I am going to also be trying to get, oops, 5 of the sapphires. I don't know why I pointed at the screen like you could see where I'm pointing. Because it's important to get her all filled up because she gives you a vacuum cleaner. The vacuum picks up everything and will run it and will send it all the way back for you so that you don't have to stress about it. Now, the 5 sapphires just gives you a dog at first. Now, the dog points out the high value things. Then you have to get the emeralds, but it's 30 emeralds, so it's quite a minute until you can get that. But if you kind of focus on it, you can sometimes get it a lot quicker, maybe the second or third run. I'm going for trying to make it here on the third run. You do waste quite a lot of time doing this, so a lot of people do tend to not go right away with this, but I like to at least try. Now, I don't have enough time to go back down, so just run out of time. Anyways, as you can see, I made quite a bit more money that time, but I also waste a lot of time. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to get more time added, inventory stack added. I'm going to put this back up to 32. And that's it. Start the next day. Not really much to talk about on this game, so I just talk about what's going on. As you can see, the dog's pointing out that emerald. There's only one there. Also, very important to get the chests at this point. You should be able to be getting the chests pretty consistently. Let's see here. I just got an upgraded flamethrower. Time to go kind of crazy with it. Now I want those emeralds, so I'm going to do that. Get the 2 emeralds. Or sorry, amethysts, not emeralds. I'm getting some good power things this time. Unfortunately, I don't really have the time for all of that, so I'm going to go ahead and try to run up. All right, I'll go and get that in a minute. Now, I do need a total of 18 emeralds. I only have 13, so it's important to fail miserably and miss what you're going for. I accidentally clicked jump velocity, but that's funny because that's actually what I would have went for. And fire damage. Come on, get these emeralds. Now I'm wasting a lot of time getting this vacuum. It's probably not smart to do it this way. But once I get the vacuum, it's going to help everything out. As long as I get 3 emeralds here, I only got 1. I'm going to go ahead and grab you. Nice. Alright, I got my 18 emeralds. Time to actually go and try to collect everything I can. I am not going to collect anything this time. I might not even have enough to beat the round. Uh-oh. Alright, well that was a little bit of a waste, but at least we made some good money. Or not good money, at least we made some good progress. I never claim to be an expert at this game, sorry. Sorry about that, guys. I know watching a YouTuber cough is something you always wanted to watch. I'm going to go ahead and sell the iron flamethrower for the sapphire flamethrower now. Nothing in there yet. Now the vacuum. Now we can make some pretty good money easily. So now instead of having to run all the way back, I just have to run to wherever I leave the vacuum, which I can carry it with me for a good portion of time. And just keep going. Let's see, fire damage. And we just go ahead and pick up everything. As you can see, we're barely even a quarter of the way through the day and already at our coal goal. So now I can focus very heavily on getting these. Let's see here. Jump velocity is important at the beginning. Trying to make it through. Now I'm actually going to try and get the 30 emeralds, or sorry, 30 amethysts, since I'm already pretty far ahead of how much I need, and there's a lot of amethysts. I don't know why I keep saying emeralds. So as you see, I already have 21. Well, looks like I'm not getting those. So instead, let's just get what I get and don't get upset. See, if you can't make it all the way up to the girl, then, like I said, just get everything you can. And see how well you did. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Now, because I am playing on the flamethrower guy, I'm not allowed to have any employees. I think that's a little lame. Employees make this game so much better. But, hey, missions are missions. So, we're going to keep on going through. Now, I could sell that and get the silver flamethrower. I really need to get the jetpack as soon as possible. I should probably explain my ideology behind what I get in the chests. Mainly go for damage. Damage is always important. Then go for jump velocity until you have a good amount. In my opinion, jump velocity gets you out of a lot of pickles. Then sprint speed. Depending on the kind of game you play, maybe sprint speed before jump velocity. And then from that point, and well, in this one, I don't even know if there is anything else worth really going for other than those ones, because usually you would go for collector speed and collector skill and all that, but you don't have employees in this round, so I'm not really sure. Let's see. Yeah, so sprint speed, fire. All three of these are the ones you want to get. I'm going to go with fire damage right now. And yeah, just keep on going. I'm keeping an eye on my emeralds, amethysts. Once I hit 30, I'm going to try to run them up. There we go. Again, as per usual, I am no professional at this game. Sorry if you're making fun of me. Case in point, I needed 40 emeralds, or amethysts, not 30. Well, that's annoying. Man. That was a waste. Oh well. Still did pretty well. 20. Sorry about that. 20,000 still pretty good for this stage of the game. Now for the bonuses, gonna go ahead and add the time, get the jetpack, get this, and get that. That way I don't have to worry about inventory size anymore. I can fly, so I don't have to really worry about platforms anymore. I keep a handful on me still, but that's about it. Jump velocity is pretty good, so now I'm going to be focusing on fire damage as much as possible. Yeah. Climb speed is only necessary if you're using the ladders. I never use the ladders except for like the infinity ladder just for the fun of it, or kind of just to mess around. As you saw, I used it to get a chest earlier. Burn. Once you have the jetpack, you should only really be using the platforms, if anything, because you can't use the jetpack speed on the ladder. So keep that in mind. Now, as you can see, I have 17. I'm going to go give this over to her. I don't have any rubies. And then get back to it. Or as my wife likes to say, back to it then. Let's see. Always focus heavily on your damage. Damage is the thing that's going to help you or kill you. You need damage as quickly as possible. Also, sprint speed. Sprint speed at this point in the game is very important as well. So keep that in mind. We'll get that there in a minute. Fire damage is still more important than sprint speed. Even though sprint speed is important, fire damage is way more important. Now you see how important it is to get that vacuum up and running. It's saving me so much time. Alright, let's go with sprint speed. And yeah, kind of just keep playing the game. In my opinion, this game gets a little tedious around this point where it's so easy to hit the number, but also you're just kind of like, come on, move, keep it going. But it's still a lot of fun. It gets a lot of fun later on, especially when you can hire people. You can just have an army of miners, like a million army men or miner men or women, who knows, and have them just do everything for you. It gets pretty insane. Now, when it comes to the vacuum, I don't really focus on the vacuum after doing the amethysts for a pretty good minute. I think that the amethyst level is the very good level to pause at. But yeah, so just keep that in mind. You'll see why once I actually finish this round. You'll see. Right now I'm going to just about where the gray starts. Rubies are also very far and are few and far between. So keep that in mind. Go ahead and put that back out over. Now let's see here. Now the angel wings are very strong. I personally don't ever really use them. I always stick with the jetpack and then go to the hoverboard. The hoverboard it's a different game once you get the hoverboard. It's crazy. Let's see here. Normally I would be buying employees. I don't necessarily want to go to the amethyst. I'd rather just skip over to the amethyst. So let's go ahead and get that and start the next one. Go for this chest. That was a waste. Now, as you can see, the vacuum goes on this side, so it's always quicker or more beneficial to go, if you're looking at the screen, left. So this way. That way you get just a tad bit farther. Now, obviously, if I happen to get 40 rubies, I will run it over, but more likely than not, I'm not going to get that many rubies. Not until fairly farther into the game. You can only get rubies in the blue section and on. And as you can see, the blue section does not really burn very easily. You can get rubies in chests of the gray section though. Let's see here. Now, if you don't know how this game works, I guess I can explain it a little bit. Again, I'm no expert, so don't quote me on all of this, but each section, you got the standard section, which is the like tan section, that section over there. They give you the smallest amount of everything. The iron section, which is this section, gives you a pretty decent amount for early game amount of ores. Now, the highest thing you can get there is amethyst. Highest thing you can get in this one is emeralds. In the blue section, or the sapphire section, if you will, you can get emeralds very frequently. You can get amethysts very heavily. You can get everything you can in the other ones, but it's a lot more in each ore vein. So instead of like 4 or 5 coals being in one, you get 800 in 2 seconds. So keep that in mind. If you can break the blue, you want to be in the blue area, and so forth and so on. Now, after the blue area, if you call this the sapphire, or maybe you call it just the blue area, is the red area, which I call the ruby area. The ruby area is very heavy on the how many hits it takes to get through it. They're very strong. It's very late game. It used to actually be the pretty much the hardest section, and it's the only one that they used to plan on you ever actually going to in the standard game. However, with the new update, they actually started adding chests into each section. So the farther you get, you can still get chests now. You used to only be able to get chests in the red section. So that's very fun, and one of the reasons why I'm back playing the game, because that was one of the downsides, is like you barely got anything. Now each section has chests now. The chests are a reflection of how easy it is. So like, as you can see, sections in the regular area give you like 5% bonuses. These sections give you 10%, 15%, and the red is like 20 or 25%. Obviously, the numbers change for everything, but that is the majority of how it works. Other than that, that's basically the whole point of this game, is break blocks, get ore, make money, continue on. And if you can't tell what I'm doing here, I'm trying to pick up everything while also destroying these, hoping I can get into one of them. Doesn't look like I'm going to make it though. Yeah, didn't make it. Oh well. Let's see, did I get enough for the gold? I did. And back to it. So as I was saying, you got 15 climb speed, 5% sprint speed, and 5% fire. I'm going to go with sprint speed because I need to get that a little bit faster. fire, jump, and... Alright, yeah, you got 10% fire, 20% jump velocity, and climb. Like I said, climb is very unneeded. You can also sell it. Those numbers you get for selling it are so pathetically small. I would never go that route unless there's just nothing at all that is needed. So let's go fire here. Fire. And yeah, basically, this is all the game is. It's very relaxing and satisfying to clear out the whole area, especially when you're using something like the poison or the flamethrower, because you literally clear out everything. Pickaxes. Now this is a fun pickaxe. It's also a very strong one. And yeah, it's still barely even clearing out this area. Now I did get a diamond. Diamonds are very useful. Hey look, there's the red area I was telling you about. Now, ooh, nice. Got a Gatling gun. Fire 20% is huge. I don't think that the gold is strong enough to beat through all that, so I'm just going to go and leave that. And I'm going to go and try to clear out my inventory and pick up all this stuff that I left behind. That's a lot of amethysts. Ah, no. Yeah, it looks like I can't get it any farther than that. As you can see, everything is so much here that it's just literally auto-filling the second I step on something. Looks like the next thing I'll be getting is going to be the filter, because I want those sapphires, but unfortunately I'm picking up all the coal around it instead. Alright. Now there is a trick where you go like this. You get rid of all the things you don't want. And you fly over to the next area and get the things you do want. That is just so tedious, and you never pick up what you actually want. So I never do that. Besides, everything gives you money. I'll do it a little bit when there's big items like amethysts. I was trying to get the amethysts there, not the emeralds, but and yeah. Looks like next time we're getting the filter. We should definitely have enough for it. Oh yeah, definitely. So get the filter. Don't have enough for the next gun up. Great, so going to do increase inventory slots and stack size. Oh, missed it. Now at this point in the game, I just make a rush for the blue area. I actually probably make a rush for the red area and then work my way back. Now, getting all those upgrades helped considerably. Always do fire. Oops. See, now that I am full on coal, I'm pointing at the screen like you can see. Now that I don't need any more coal, actually here, sprint speed. I go right here and I click this. Now I won't pick up the coal. I also very heavily don't need copper or iron. It's just not really worth it. And then I go into this pit. And I'm only picking up things that are worth it to me. If on the way back I still have plenty of room for stuff, I'll open up something like iron. Now, as you can see, I was able to get quite a bit of ruby right there. 33. If I can make it up to 40, I will go and get the next thing, which looks like I will. Haven't gotten jump velocity in a minute, so go ahead and get one of those. Alright. Now that I have the 40, I'm going to go back over to Tabitha there. Now, since I have the iron, definitely, I'm going to go ahead and give the iron to our friend over here, who will give us the compass. Alright, Dennis. He asks for 100 iron, and he gives you a compass. Go and give it to him. You get the compass at the start of the next day. She wants a pink diamond. You don't have those yet. This chick up here, I don't know why I call her a chick. She's a penguin. Pippa. She wants, I think it's 30 gold. Yeah. Which I have 20. I'll give her the 21 I have. And then whenever I have 9 again, I'll bring it up to her. And then, as you can see, nice and full up here. Go ahead and get back to it. I actually don't know what Pippa does with the gold. Like, I know what the one girl does with the pink diamond. She gives you anti-knockback, so you don't get blown back when you use bombs. Dennis does the compass, but I have no idea what Pippa gives you. All right, I'm filling up, so I'm gonna go ahead and take off the iron again. All right, trying to make it back. You know what, I'm going to go all the way back because I want to see if I can figure out what Pippa gives you for the gold, because I don't know. We will take this with us. Okay, but what do I get out of it? I honestly have no idea. That was a nice run. Go ahead and sell you. Get the ruby flamethrower. And at this point in the game, it's literally just play around, buy the next thing, play around, buy the next thing. There's a huge jump between ruby and diamond, but there's also a huge jump in power. So keep that in mind. Apply knockback apparently is what you get. All right, well, back to it then. This is basically melting everything. Alright, I was able to get my coal with just using the vacuum because of how far it got, because of the rubies, so that's nice. Again, just kind of same thing, rinse and repeat. It's always very important at this point in the game to be going for the chests. It's also important to be keeping an eye on your inventory, making sure if you're filling up, you're not filling up on lower grade stuff like sapphires and emeralds. If you're not really filling up, then it's fine. You don't have to worry about it, but you definitely want to make sure you have room for the high value items. Like the diamonds, rubies, amethysts, gold ore, silver ore. And yeah. At this point, you definitely need to focus on the chest. I know I just said that, but reiterate it because the chests are what will keep you from stalling. And if you stall in this game, you're dead. It's just that simple. You can lose everything in the span of a few minutes if you stall out, because of how fast the upgrades or how fast the coal doubles. Right now I'm still well ahead, but once you're past 15, that's doubling quick. Whoops. Missed. Now I'm filling up on sapphires, so time to go ahead and stop giving the sapphires. Actually, I'll go and keep the sapphires on just for this last run. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, this video is getting kind of long, so sorry about that, guys, but I do want to do a full run, so I'm going to get to round 15. Round 15 is what they consider beating the game, and then there's a secret, spoiler alert, true ending, which is round 25, which I kind of already spoiled earlier by showing the 2 trophies. Sorry about that. But as you see, that was a huge jump up from what I've normally been getting. I still don't even have enough for the diamond flamethrower, so keep that in mind when this jump up happens. I don't really need... Yeah, sure, why not? And then back to it. Melt your way all the way to the strongest layer you can easily destroy. And then you can always just run real quick to get all this stuff that you missed because you're moving too fast. It's not a bad idea because it will get you the majority of the coal you need. Alright, now that you have all the coal you need, go back over to the farthest area you can fight. And get back to doing this. And then jump back and forth between these 3 or 4, now that I see this guy down here. Make sure that they're always burning. Shorty's fire burning on the dance floor. Sorry. Don't worry, I'll try not to sing again. I know my singing voice is horrendous. Pink diamond in that one, which is nice. I missed that one when I was swinging. Fire damage up 20%. Now that $500,000 upgrade was huge. I went from only holding like 2 something to over 1,000. So I can go ahead and have sapphires on again. Even though you really don't need to worry about that, it's never hurts. Also, when you're going around picking them up, you really should always be burning, because it doesn't hurt. I just forget. It's also a good idea to try to burn upwards so that you keep a nice path for you to be running on. As you can see, I'm getting nowhere near filling, so I'm going to go ahead and have iron again. Oop, iron is filling me up, so never mind on that iron. I did not mean to drop the gold. I meant to drop the iron, but oh well. And we're going to do one more run all the way through. And make sure you can get back with everything, which I had plenty of time. Voila. Did I get enough for the diamond? I think so. Let's see. Oof. It's going to be close. Nope, I didn't. Just shy by just about 41,000 175. Aw. Darn. Well, next round, we're on day 12. 3 more days until we're officially done with this map. Now, as you can see, I'm going a little bit slower this time. That's because I need a lot more coal. So I'm focusing on destroying as much as I can until I get the coal number I need. Now that I have the coal number, I can go back to actually going after certain things. This map is not very good, so I'm just going to go with destroying everything. As you can see, still got plenty of inventory space. I'm hitting all of the chests that I can. Getting fire damage. Hitting all these chests now. Trying to pick up all the diamonds, because the diamonds and the pink diamonds are the main source of income at this point. Got a magic staff. Almost full, so go ahead and hit this. Accidentally fall instead of going upwards. That part's very important, guys. You have to do that. It's called being a pro gamer move. So fucking stupid. Anyways. If you see some diamonds or pink diamonds, try to get them. I know I already said that, but it's very important. When you get lucky with this, go on a treasure hunt. Not strong enough. Yeah, whenever you get the Gatling gun, always just go for a treasure hunt. There's no point in trying to hunt for like pink diamonds or something with them, because they're so far and they're so hard to find and see. You should just focus on getting the treasure chests. Now, with how far I am, I'm actually just going to wait for these to go. Hopefully they'll get in time. Looks like they will, but I missed it. Fire damage. And that. And there you go. A good amount. It's plenty enough to get this. Get you. And I'll go ahead and get the hoverboard now. I love the fact that your dog gets a hoverboard as well. The game is very different once you get the hoverboard. The hoverboard, you don't have to worry about going left and right, up and down. You just destroy whatever you need. Especially once you get the diamond and the red levels are destroyed as well. All right. Once that's all nice and good, I'm going to see how much of a difference that diamond one makes. The diamond flamethrower is way stronger. Now I am going hunting for diamonds because I need to up the vacuum again, because I'm making it through the red areas way too quickly to stay in that area. Just keep that in mind. Sprint speed is now more important than jump velocity. You don't jump anymore really with this, but fire damage is always the most important. Now I'm trying to break through all the black because the black has so much more of everything. As you see, I'm filling up again. So cut off the emeralds. And you know what? Go ahead and make a run back. Now because I am trying to get the diamonds, a trick you can do, completely unnecessary, but you can do. Drop them. Go right there. Pick up a chest on accident. Wait 2 seconds. Pick them back up. Or you can just wait until you're getting diamonds in plethora numbers. Now, just to show you guys, one copper vein here is that much. Coal is even more than that. So once you can easily get to the black section, or onyx section is what I think it's called, and you can break them, you never have to really worry about your coal for a very long time. Only if you're playing endless. which I am not, and I don't want all this copper. There we go. I'm also very much trying to get into there. Look at that, filled up in silver with one freaking thing. I'm going to go ahead and run this back because silver is still pretty valuable to me. This is why sprint speed is so important now. And I'm actually going to go ahead and cut off silver from now on. If you don't know how to sprint, it's shift in this game. I know I didn't know how to sprint right away, and that probably cost me so many runs at the beginning. Looks like I'm not going to get lucky enough with the diamond unless I just sit here and babysit the diamond, which I don't really want to do. Yep. All right. Now, last time I made about 2 million, and that was with a lot less powerful stuff. How much did I make this time? 3 million. That was not great. I was really hoping for at least 4. Well, on to the next. I am going to get a teleport beacon. That way, once I have the diamond, I can go to it. I can just teleport right back. Other than that, sit back, relax, and start day 14. Once you got enough of that, you just leave all that behind. Nothing there is worth your time anymore. Nothing except for red and black is not worth your time. Ruby and onyx. Fire damage up. Fire damage up. One thing you can do is just sit here doing this for the rest of the match. Because once one of those breaks through, you will have more than enough for whatever it is you're going for. To make it a little bit better, you can also do this side as well. One on the way up, one on the way down. Oops, make sure to mess up and hit the wrong button. Again, that's a pro gamer move. Now all I need is one of these diamonds on the black side, onyx side, to open up. And I'll have enough diamonds. But I just don't know if I'm strong enough to open up one of those yet. Yeah, it looks like I'm not strong enough. So let's go ahead and switch back over onto this side. Come on. Yeah. Not strong enough. Definitely not with the Gatling gun. Now I have a lot of stuff on me, and I'm not going to make it back, so... Day early. Now, that one was really bad because I tried to focus on the black so much. If you can't break the onyx, you gotta not go for it. So we're still on red. Red's too easy and onyx is too hard. It's a very awkward spot to be in. Let's see. I can sell this for 1.3, which means I can get the pink. Now the pink is 2.5 times stronger. Hopefully I'll be able to break the black now. Now this is the last day in the standard edition, so keep that in mind. Now, I didn't do my normal where I go back and forth with the coal. So I am going on. I didn't get a thing. So I am going to have to open up a coal thing. and just get as much coal as I can on my way back real quick. Sorry about that, guys. My recording software decided to stop recording, and I didn't catch it until I beat the game. I have no idea when it stopped recording. Well, shit. I am sorry, guys. That was a waste of an hour and a half of my life. I'm still going to upload this video, so I hope you guys liked it. If you guys want me to try this again, maybe go to the final one, I will. Just let me know. But I am sorry about that ending. I don't know what happened, but my recording software just stopped recording. So here we are. I'm going to show you everything that I did get, just in case. Got the pink flamethrower. I have no idea when it stopped recording, and I can't check without going and finishing this recording. So I got that. These are all these updates. Pink flamethrower, and that's pretty much the only difference. The only thing that you may or may not have known. But yeah, just it was a lot of the same. Just rinse and repeat until you get the next upgrade, and you keep going. So, anyways, thank you guys for sitting back, enjoying a nice ice cold Dr. Pepper, and chilling with me. And I hope you guys liked the video. Leave a like down below. Bye-bye.